I only drink socially, which is why I'm a social butterfly. Andre Cordova.
And I'm your local dumb bitch, Josh James.
And this is Sabotage. Our subject for today is clubbing. Yeah.
Great. Woohoo. Love clubbing.
You're still whispering.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. It's like you're holding back.
I'm not.
Use your voice. This is your platform now.
This is my voice, bitch.
It's a very like soft, sultry voice.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's great.
Clubbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I can see who's going to have to carry this fucking show, don't I?
Bitch.
What were you going to say?
I'm not a massive clubber. I just got all clubbed out pretty early. But like I do like the occasional going out. But
and okay. Someone took the wine glass. So I'm drinking out of this shit. I let him have, as the guest.
The kitty glass.
Yeah, the one that Jordan uses. All right. So with clubbing on Oxford Street, what are the best places for you?
Well, I really enjoyed Arc before it closed.
I think we all did.
Yeah. That was like my top club to go to.
Like it was a proper club.
Yeah. Like I loved.
There were only dance floors there.
Yeah, they didn't have it wasn't like a bar kind of thing. It was an actual club. And that's what I really enjoyed. And it was just so big as well.
Yeah.
And I liked the Trash Alley, of course, outside.
I don't see why anyone likes Trash Alley. Like, I
apart from
understand it's like a trend thing in Sydney. Trash Alley was always like reeking of smoke.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't have any like good experiences with it. I preferred being in the club.
Yeah.
As opposed to getting cigarette dust thrown on you.
I know. But, I enjoyed it.
At least somebody did.
Yeah.
You and all the other white gays.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's just a white trashy gay thing.
I was at Arc, I was drunk, this other guy was drunk, we were making out, and it got to the point where he took my hand and put it down his pants. So, yeah.
Okay.
I grabbed it.
Yeah.
But and then 3 seconds later, he stacks it off the stage. And it was so funny.
Shit.
And I just pretended like I didn't know him. Because I didn't, really.
Yeah.
It was so funny because people they parted like the Red Sea as he fell to the floor.
Oh my God. They made space for him to fall.
No one was going to catch that drunk bitch.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
How tragic for him.
Do you have any ARC stories?
Yeah, I actually had a blind date at ARC once.
You had a blind date at ARC?
Yep, a former friend of mine invited this guy that I had no idea who he was. He turned up last minute and he was really pretty. I was like, what the fuck? He was like a model and I was just like, how the fuck does he find me attractive? So
that is so sad.
I know. It is sad. We just talked and we made out a lot.
How do you talk at ARC? All the music.
He just kept whispering my ear shit, and I don't remember what he said. But
I don't remember a thing he said.
Yeah,
I just know he was pretty.
Yeah, he was pretty. Yeah. He was from Turkey. He's Turkish, and he was very attractive.
Yeah, we've been over that a few times.
I've already said that. I don't know. We just kept making out, and then it got to the end of the night, and I invited him back to my house.
Oh,
yeah, but unfortunately,
scandalous.
I know. I invited him back to my house.
But
where
don't you live with your mother and your family?
I live at home with my family. So, yeah.
How do you do that? How do you bring a guy home to that? He's rich, by the way.
Oh,
he's such a rich guy.
I'm not rich.
He lives in a mansion with 3 bathrooms and 20 bedrooms or some shit. It's
5 bedrooms.
See? I don't think that's any better.
Oh.
I think that's still very But once I realized this, I was like, why the fuck am I paying for any drinks?
So now I have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
When we're out.
I did buy the wine today. So.
Yeah. Took him back home. And then he just kissed me and then he went to sleep.
That is
Nothing happened.
I was such a boring fucking story.
I was so disappointed. I was like, he didn't want to do anything. Maybe he didn't find me that attractive because he ended up blocking me later on.
Oh, God.
The thing is that I went on a trip later that year to the Sunshine Coast, and a guy that I met there, he knew this guy because like he lives in Canberra.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I fucked him. I was like, oh, but I didn't. he didn't want a bar of me. He just got a free house to stay at. I feel like these days my go-to club is obviously Universal because like we go there a lot.
We do go to Universal a lot now.
Yeah.
However, this leads into something else that I was going to bring up. Straight people.
Yuck.
They have been ruining Oxford Street. And you can suck my dick if you disagree. I don't know who sent out the fucking memo to all the straights. They have been coming in droves to Universal, Stonewall.
Yeah.
I think it's a genuine problem if 80% of the patrons in a venue are fucking straight when it's a gay bar. Like, it's supposed to be a safe space for us.
Exactly.
And it just feels uncomfortable because they treat it like a zoo. You'll notice that the drag queens would change their numbers from whatever gay thing they were going to do to something that's a bit more straight appealing. Just because that's the audience. The music changes, which gay bars are known for having better music.
Yeah.
Like...
And now they're playing all this shit music.
Yeah, and they're playing fucking crap half the time. So it's not even like enjoyable to hang around at or whatever.
No, I'm really not liking how they're straightifying Oxford Street.
Yeah, but the thing is like, they're not going to turn them away because it's business.
No, exactly.
It
it's
makes
money
sense
for them.
that you would just let them in.
Yeah.
But even the bouncers have become a little... You would think that the bouncers would be on the the gays' side. But occasionally, sometimes now they're actually like... They come off a little homophobic. And it's weird.
Yeah.
It's not appropriate at all.
I get
obviously.
that vibe.
But, yeah.
Yeah. It's so like bullshit. Like the fact that they've turned the Colombian Hotel into a straight bar.
Yeah, the Colombian became a sports bar.
Yeah. And now they play like races or whatever.
Yeah, they just constantly have the races going.
It's like, what the fuck?
Look, in some cases, it's not all bad because it's nice to see when some of the straight guys drop the toxic masculinity facade that they have going on day to day. So, yeah, straight people, not all bad, but a lot of the time it really is. These days, it's a bit problematic and there's so many straight women coming into the bars. I understand that you want to be able to dance in a space where you're not like preyed upon by straight men because a lot of them are fucking creeps. But they come in and take over and treat it like a sorority and it becomes more of a girls' night, but then all the straight guys follow and so it just becomes uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Straight guys are always getting into fights.
Because they're off their face.
Yeah. Over anything.
Yeah.
But the point is like, it's 10 p.m., bitch.
I know, it's so early.
Fucking how
the night is young.
How boring is your life
If
that
you
you're
have to
like drunk by 10 p.m.
I
on a
know.
Saturday?
It's really sad.
Poof Doof?
Oh.
Girl.
Yeah.
Poof Doof used to be good.
Yes, it used to be.
So if for those who don't know, Poof Doof is the Ivy, but on a Saturday, I think?
It turns gay.
It turns gay. And they've got like dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
Again, the straights ruined it.
Yeah.
The last couple of times I've been there, fucking 90% straight people.
Yeah.
It is gross.
Yeah, it's so
It is
bad.
so bad because that is where you are more likely to come across the homophobic ones. The last time I was there was this girl who recognized me. Nice enough. So I hung with her for a bit and she was with her friends and this included her boyfriend. So she introduced me to each person and when it got to her boyfriend, he leans over and says, "I'm not gay, by the way." Or some shit. Or he's like, I'm straight, fucking. And I'm like, no shit, your girlfriend just introduced you.
What the fuck?
As I've mentioned before, I have standards. And he was not
And you're
attractive.
Really below
Like
my
the girlfriend
standards.
clearly did not have standards.
No.
My God.
She just...
It was just embarrassing and it's so discomforting because it's like, I should not have to deal with this.
No, but
Your
that's-
insecurity over your masculinity and your sexuality, like for fuck's sake, you're in a gay club and your girlfriend is right there and you still feel the need to announce to the world
I'm not
that
gay.
that you're straight. It's ridiculous.
Fuck off.
I hate that.
I know. I feel like that's like the stereotype of straights though when gay guys approach them.
They assume
They
that-
always,
they do assume that
Yeah.
we're always like hitting on them or that we're interested, and it's like
I've had that before and I'm like, you're not my type, sweetie.
Not just that. I've heard so many of them have a problem with hygiene.
Oh.
That's gross. Disgusting.
Yeah.
I've said the word gross a few times regarding the straights. It's valid.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Fucking learn how to wash yourself, you dirty cunts. Straight clubs. I've been to a few. This is how I know the music was bad, because you can't dance to it.
I feel so awkward.
Yeah, I feel so
I'm just
awkward.
like,
what do I do?
Yeah, cool.
What do people do here? Just talk about shit.
I know.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's so bad, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it reminds me of this time where, and this leads into another topic regarding bouncers, because I was with some straight friends, and this included a muso. We were going to get into this club, and I'd only had like 1 or 2 drinks max, like an hour prior. So I was still very much sober. But when we get to the door, the girls get to go in, but I get stopped. And the bouncer, it's like, oh, how much have you had to drink? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you serious? I know I don't look drunk, but I know that he knows that I'm gay. And I literally had to deal with this BS discrimination where he clearly did not want to let me in, but because the girls came back and they're like, what's the issue? He let me in. It was so fucking stupid. Like, and then it wasn't even that good. They had the bar downstairs and like a club type thing upstairs, which barely had any people. And it was like, I don't know how you people survive. I don't know what the straights do. I don't think that they're okay. No wonder they're so like angry and repressed.
This is why.
Yeah, because we have all the fun. We have all the color, the fucking glam
and they have the black and white.
Yeah.
Like the last time I was at Poof Doof, which is like for my birthday this year, I didn't have a good time. Like it used to be good when I used to go with my...
Yeah, no, we went there.
Yeah, we went there for my birthday.
And then I wasn't with you because I bumped into some other people I knew, and then you left without saying goodbye.
Yeah. At my own birthday.
Yeah, his own birthday.
I just wasn't vibing it. It's just gotten so shit. Not like the fact that the straights are like ruining it, but also I feel like the gays have just gotten so much worse with their entitlement and like, oh, I'm
so
better than you.
So entitled, so fake, so arrogant, and
like I was literally lining up for the toilet and like some gays pushed past me that were wearing like a midriff and underpants.
I would have beaten them the fuck up.
It's like, okay, slut.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like being friends with you has definitely brought out like a better side of me. Like I'm more outgoing than I used to be.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my God. I'm positively influencing the world.
Yeah. Well, for once.
I have not roasted you nearly as much as I thought I would.
I know. Wow.
Yeah.
This is shocking.
Maybe in the next episode.
When we're more drunk.
Yeah. Have you ever been kicked out?
Yes.
You've been kicked out of a club.
With a guy.
With a guy?
It was out of Stonewall, actually.
You got kicked out of Stonewall?
Yeah.
What did you do?
We were making out. I was like smashed.
Like on the fucking bar? Like
no, like on the stage.
You were making out on the stage?
It was just us two.
That is so embarrassing.
And everyone was like watching. we were giving a show. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like then the security guard came in and like was like gestured us to come out. And then like some bitch that was in the club was like, bye bitch. as we were being escorted out. I was like,
I feel like there might have been more to it than that. Maybe you did something while you were drunk. I can't imagine you being kicked out for making out in a gay bar. Even if it's on stage.
Yeah.
Unless you weren't allowed to be on the stage at the time.
Maybe, but
maybe
they just saw that I was like really smashed.
Probably.
And
you're not very good at hiding it.
No. But I can't even remember which guy it was.
No, you've also been...
I've also been...
Oh, he has to tell this story. He was kicked out of an Oporto.
Yeah, on Oxford Street, just down the road from Stonewall, I think.
Tell it. We've got a few minutes left. Tell him.
So we were drinking in Hyde Park. Like we do pre-drinks with my old gay friend group. And then we went to Arc for like a Thursday night drag competition and had a few more drinks. And then we went to Oporto's after to get food. We went to the bottle shop first, actually. Mm-hmm. And I bought a bottle of wine and I had it in a brown paper bag and I took it into Oporto's and we got food. And then we were eating, and I was holding the bottle in like under my armpit as I was eating.
That is so stupid. I thought you were standing.
I know. No,
you were sitting down and you didn't even put it on the table. All right, continue.
Yeah, so I was eating my burger, and then I went to move my arm and the bottle slipped out of my arm and it dropped on the floor and it smashed and it made this really loud sound and everyone looked.
Nah.
No.
No shit, Sherlock.
And it was like, 2:00 in the morning?
Yeah.
And then they had a security guard at that time. I don't know why.
At a Porto.
At a Porto. Like, what the fuck? Is there like a secret nightclub at a Porto? Like underneath? Me and my friend group got kicked out because of that.
That is so funny.
And my friend was like, oh my God, you were so trashy. And I was like, I know. It was so embarrassing. But, you know, I was too drunk to feel embarrassed. I was like, whoa.
You were on top of the world.
Yeah.
What a story.
Yeah, well, I was so proud of myself.
And he's never allowed in that Porto again.
Yeah, they have my photo up. Banned for life.
Wanted.
Yeah, wanted.
Do you know this man?
Smashing wine bottles in our restaurant.
Do you know this dumb white gay twink?
Do you know this white trashy bitch?
Oh my God.
Yeah, but we actually went there last night.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we went to Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, Hungry Jack's, sorry. Yeah. Not a Porto's. I'm not going back to a Porto's. I'm not showing my face there.
Lol.
Even though it was like a few years ago. I was just going to quickly talk about like, I've had like a good straight experience in the straight
Oh yeah,
club.
no, with straight bars.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
But I went to the straight Ivy once and I thought I was going to the gay Ivy, like poofed up. It was so bad. With like one of my girlfriends. I put like a sequin top on, I put eyeshadow on, and then I turned up and it was like the pool top, the rooftop of the pool at the Ivy, and it was where it's straight.
Yeah, no, I haven't been there.
It's nice, but there's so many straight people.
Yeah, because they have the city.
Yeah. And it was actually all right. Like, there was this one straight guy that was like, he was like wasted.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh my God, what's your name? Like, you're so cool. And I was like,
yeah, because they're genuinely like amazed by individuality.
Yeah.
And expressing yourself.
And then
because they're so caught up in their toxic masculinity bullshit that, they're like in awe when they see us.
Yeah, but he was like obsessed with me that night.
Yeah.
He kept coming over to our group of me and my girlfriends and was like, then like at some point he like was like hugging me and like lifting me up in the air. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, that's
He's like, I want to adopt you. You will be mine.
Yeah,
you are my
and like
son.
His girlfriends that he was with were like, okay, it's time to like go away now.
It's time to go away now. Leave the gay alone.
Yeah, let him be.
Clubbing is fun, like he said at the start.
Yeah, it is fun.
It is.
Yeah, love it.
I'll go out again this Saturday if you want to come.
Yeah, I'll come.
Irene wants to go.
Yes, let's go. I'll come out this Saturday for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a date.
Don't say that.
No, it's not a date. Yeah.
Must I repeat myself once more about having standards? No,
yes. Andre, this is your podcast. You need to end it. I'm not going to end it for you.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
This has been Sabotage.
Oh my God. I feel complete now doing that.
Talk louder for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because you always whisper when you speak. It's like really annoying.
My name's Josh.